Hi, this is Professor Gerald Friedman, UMass Department of Economics. I'd like to welcome you to my course, Econ 103, Principles of Microeconomics. You'll see me on Mondays and Wednesdays, bright and early, at 8 a.m. In addition, you'll have a TA section with a graduate student teaching assistant on Thursday, Friday, or I'm not sure what days, but you'll go to that too. The TA discussion section is very important because the TAs give you your grades, and they usually count attendance as part of your grade. You also need to come to my class at 8 a.m., otherwise you won't learn anything. And I give quizzes. We're going to have a quiz every class after the first 2 weeks. Only half the quizzes will count though, because we'll flip a coin and see whether we want to count that quiz. That's one of the things that people don't like about the class. On the other hand, we will be having coffee served, courtesy of Auxiliary Services and the Chancellor. I don't like the Chancellor very much, but I do like it that he got Auxiliary Services to provide coffee before my class. Also donuts, orange juice, muffins, and all sorts of things. So come bright and early, have a snack, don't spill the coffee. Bring your own mug. That saves on the environment. Okay, other things. Most of you are new, and I'd like to give you all an extra hearty welcome to UMass. Over 75% of you are first-year students. A good many of the other 25% are transfer students. So, welcome. For those who are new to college, welcome to college. It's different. Don't worry about it. It will work out. You'll survive, but most people find the first semester especially difficult. It's different than high school. You're living in a noisy place with strange people. There are all sorts of other fun things that you could be doing instead of studying. Enjoy some of them, and also do some studying. Don't sweat the workload. You'll do fine. You guys are smart. You're products of the most restrictive admissions process the University of Massachusetts has ever conducted. You're all quite able to handle the material. A lot of people get to college and they get these ideas that, oh my God, everybody else is a genius and I'm a dummy. I thought that when I was in college. First semester, freshman year. You'll probably think that by Thanksgiving. You'll come back from Thanksgiving, you'll realize everybody else is just like you. They were all thinking the same thing. So you'll do fine. Just relax, do the work, keep up with things, talk to your TA, even talk to me. Nobody ever does. Nobody ever comes to my office hours, almost nobody. Come on by sometime. If you want, I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Other things, go to the Spark site if you haven't already. There's a syllabus there. There's a calendar with links to all sorts of fun videos and the problem sets. There are PowerPoint review things for the problem sets, PowerPoint review on how to use Excel to make graphs. All sorts of good stuff. Check it out. There's also link to a YouTube video about leaky buckets, which you'll learn about later, but the video's fun all by itself. There are pictures of my dog, Beowulf. He comes to review sessions in a complete violation of university policy. Shh, don't tell anyone. Maybe someday he'll come to class. Probably not, but he might. And there are pictures of my wife's cats, including the grand champion, Jack Puff, who you'll see on Wednesday because she's the lead slide in my PowerPoint. And there are all sorts of other neat things. Check them out. There's information about the books on the Spark site. There are 3 books, but don't worry. While there are 3, they're not that expensive. There's the textbook, which I wrote. Check it out. A little clue, if the professor wrote the book, chances are that's worth reading if you want to do well in the class. Also, it's cheap because I sell it at cost. there's a book, a monograph by Arthur Oken, a very bright man who's been dead for 30 years, but dead white guy. And there's a book of readings about the modern economy, real world, micro. All these are at Amherst Books in downtown Amherst. You can find it. If you have trouble, Google it. It's half a mile from campus. It's across the street from the Black Sheep Bakery. And also Amherst Books often has cookies for people who are buying textbooks. So go there. And then go get lunch at the Black Sheep. Meantime, come to class, relax. If I call on you, I'll give you a chocolate. If you raise your hand, I'll give you a chocolate. If you just shout out something, I'll give you a chocolate. I tend to talk a lot, and I love the sound of my own voice. So if you guys don't interrupt me one way or another, I'll just keep going on and on and on and on and on, sort of like right now. So interrupting me is a public service. Not only will I give you chocolate, but everybody else should give you a nickel for asking a question, because they're all thinking the same question and they think that nobody else would think this, and I'm so stupid I haven't figured it out. Don't worry. It's a perfectly reasonable question. It's just Professor Friedman hasn't been clear, which happens a lot. So, raise your hands, ask questions, come by, talk to me, talk to your TAs. Your TAs are all wonderful people. I know some of them, and I know how difficult life is. So, relax, enjoy yourself, and we're going to have a great semester. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.